Hey everyone, welcome back to Dev Radio, where we're talking to you, talking with cloud solution architects about really cool solutions on the Azure platform. As always, I got Matt with me. Hey Matt, how you doing? And today our special guest is Lalit Patel, who has been doing some amazing stuff with Azure DevOps templates and the cloud adoption framework, stuff that I think all three key terms there we've talked about on this channel before. So Lalit, welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for the opportunity. Glad to be here.
So I just want to really give you the stage. I'm really interested, and I know you've brought some demos and examples. So for everybody's watching, this is a little bit longer than our normal sessions, but that's because he's got really good stuff to share. So Lily, I'm
Yeah.
just going to let you take over. I'm super interested in seeing what you have to share with us today.
Yes, absolutely. So what I'm going to show is a knowledge mining solution. Before I get started, I want to talk about it a little bit. So knowledge mining solution is everything that a customer or a end user would like to onboard when they are looking for answers to their questions like, hey, I have assets in my organization in the form of documents, in the form of data. How can I tap onto that, uncover any insights from there, and make business critical decisions? So every organization in various industry, oil and gas, financial, manufacturing, you name it, always would have a document in some form or the other. It could be in a digitized format, waiting in their on-premises data center or in Azure or other cloud. But they are always looking for a intelligent way of tapping onto those contents, make it more intelligent so that it could be searchable, applying machine learning on top of it, and then finally creating reports so that they could make, you know, very insightful business decision. So let me share my screen a little bit. Okay, so I'm sharing my first screen here, which is knowledge mining at scale. Um, at high level, the solution looks like this. It has three main pillars: ingest, enrich, and explore. And I'm going to walk you at very high level what does those three pillars mean. Starting with the ingest. So ingestion means, you're getting data from various sources, documents, as I said earlier, documents, and then along with any related data in the database, and making it available to the Azure Cognitive Search services. As far as documents are concerned, there's a document cracking process where you have, document residing in various data sources. Could be Azure Blob Storage, Azure SQL, Azure Table Storage, or at ADLS Gen 2. It could be in a various formats outlined there: PDF, CSV, HTML. But the fundamental document cracking is about extracting metadata out of that document, images out of that document, and creating a content by adding additional fields to the document. So the very next process is enrichment. So now we have all the documents in one place. The enrichment process is all about, applying those cognitive skills which are built in, available in Azure, which are OCR, key phrase extractions, and so on. And along with any third-party enrichers that could be applied as a additional custom machine learning. Those contents will become rich in their behavior, and that could be called as a document, which are called annotated documents. Once the enrichment process is completed, the documents are now ready for indexing. So the next process is about collecting those annotated documents, getting those extra information that was extracted, and then building an index out of that. So here you would see an example, a document which looks like this, and those extracted information would be set in a hierarchical format, and these fields would be mapped to a specific field in the index. So now the index is like a normal index that you would see in any other solution which could be searched from. That's pretty much it. You have the search index going against that searchable document's contents. And as a trend, those search could be saved as a search results in a knowledge store, and that could be used as a further trend analysis or a reporting for whatever scenarios it could be.
Well, that's really fascinating. So we're cracking these documents. We're getting some additional metadata on that, and then using that as kind of the basis of a, a deeper search, or like you said, it's some deeper analysis that can happen later. That's more than just the text in the document.
Yes, absolutely. So text is the primary content, but what goes along with it is everything that you use to extract, correlate that data with other data using cognitive services. For example, you have images in your documents. The images metadata, identifying key phrases as part of the text, identifying key entities in your documents would be part of your enrichment pipeline. And all those metadata along with the original text becomes searchable. So now we are creating a entire spectrum of data that is available to you. You can correlate across your businesses and then create a report which could be utilized to make an intelligent business decision.
Oh wow! Again, really impressive. You could think of so many scenarios there. Like, let's say I'm a set of franchises, a design, build, construction firms, and it's really hard for me to find out if somebody else done something similar before. But look, with the images and the PDF files, not only be able to look over, like, scan the text from the blueprints, but be able to scan the pictures and find keywords. And let's see if somebody else has done a bathroom with these characteristics before, so I can actually use that information. And I know you got a lot more to share. I'm just super fascinated in all of this. This is pretty great.
Absolutely. It's very fascinating. Once you start using this solution, you would see the value it brings in to your business. It's amazing. It's amazing speed, the contents, the searchability of these contents, along with a way to store that information in a low cost storage. That's amazing. So let me share. So now we know this knowledge mining solution. How do we get onboarded onto that? So we at National, I'm part of National Customer Success Unit team at Microsoft, and we have built various solution accelerators. One of the solution accelerators I'm going to showcase will allow customer or end user onboard this solution at a very fast speed. Let me show you how that looks like. So I'm going to share my browser window, my homepage, and I will say Azure DevOps Generator. That takes me to a public website. Demo Generator, where there's a sign-in page. You would sign in. As an end user, you can create your project name and select your organization. But what you get out of this site is a Azure DevOps template with a very well-defined structured work items that could be used to onboard the solution in your organization. Here you would see in the Cloud Option Framework, you have a knowledge mining solution. Once you pick that and you enable, you choose your organization and say create project, what it will do is it will start importing those Azure DevOps template into your organization instance. I've already done that. It takes a couple of minutes, but here, what you see is a imported Azure DevOps template in your organization. Here you would see it's an agile template with only two epics: knowledge mining planning, followed by knowledge mining implementation. The planning out here is all about creating your team, making preparation for onboarding that solution. You would see a number of tutorials out here, which will allow the team to get familiar with different technologies required or used in the complete solution. And then some preparation in terms of the specific solution scenario you're after. So typically you would see in various industry like contract management or content research. You could click on it, and it will take you to a work item right into a reference architecture for that particular solution, where your team can study and be prepared for implementation. Beyond that, you would see in the second epic, it's about the actual implementation. So that's where all the best practices we at Microsoft always recommend, which is well-architected framework, would be followed here. You would see a step-by-step process of how you would go about creating a resource group and various resources within that resource group. Then a way to execute a particular query once your index is built. And finally, monitoring the solution and reporting off that solution. So that's in a nutshell would be your entire knowledge mining solution. This particular template gives you a easy head start to start implementing your solution. Now you may have some custom requirements which could be added here, but in most cases, the standardized reference architecture fits well, gives you a very easy head start.
This is really impressive. It definitely seems pretty comprehensive. And like you said, you can take in as much as you want, skip over the things that are not relevant, and go straight to the documentation pages when you get stuck somewhere. So yeah, this is just pretty great that you can just import this entirely as a template anywhere you land and you want to implement this project.
Yes, absolutely. And it is very well structured. It aligns with well architecture framework. Um, and you could easily extend this if you have Azure DevOps competency. You can extend it by creating a pipeline which will allow you to continuously monitor the progress of your project. You could scale internally by assigning this task to different team members to even make it happen quickly.
Oh, absolutely. So again, thank you for sharing this with us. Definitely like you showing us the demo of how it works and showing us the breakdown. Are there other templates that you can use for um in this aspect? Because I'd love to get you back on to talk about some more.
Yes, absolutely. As you can see here, this knowledge mining template was published back in January or late December. But since then, national team has onboarded a number of other templates. You could see modern data warehouse here, modern IoT, and there are at least 5 or 7 of them coming up in near few months, which includes NoSQL, high performance computing, low code, no code, and disaster recovery or business continuity. So it's all coming up, but this is the beginning.
Again, this is all really great. Really enjoyed looking at those templates and definitely got to get you back, especially as those new templates get onboarded, to share them with the community and so that people can try use this. And I think I remember you said these are publicly available, so anybody can go out and try them right now.
Absolutely. Looking for any feedback if you have, but they are all available publicly.
Awesome. So Lalit, thank you so much for coming on. And for everybody who's watching, we have hyperlinks to these templates. There's going to be in the description box for this YouTube video. So make sure to look down at that description box. We'll have some hyperlinks for you so you can go out, try this yourself. We'll also include some other links for just cloud adoption framework and Azure DevOps, just in general, in case you need a little bit of refresher. But again, Lalit, thanks for coming on. For everybody else, I see the people attending live. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. You'll let you know when we get going live again. We'll continue to bring cloud solution architects who are doing amazing things across the industry. So Lalit, Matt, it's good to see you again.
Great stuff. Thanks so much, Lee.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And we'll see you all next time.